Hi everyone, it's Bethany from Madeline Jean Antiques Restoration. In this quick tutorial today, I'm going to be talking about how to apply black wax. Have you guys ever done it? Do you feel intimidated by it? I used to when I first started out with restoring furniture, and it's been a while. It's been about 7 years now that I've been doing this. So I was really scared when I first used black wax because you were gonna feel like you were ruining your newly fresh painted piece because it's dark. It looks like shoe polish, but the results that you can get from it are fabulous, okay? So why do we apply black wax? You apply black wax on a piece of furniture that you want to add an aged effect to. You want to add some dimension to it. Sometimes when you paint a piece of furniture like all white or all gray, you're like, oh, it's kind of flat. It's just too much of that color. A great way to add some dimension, you can add some black wax to your piece of furniture. I love this black wax. This is by Wise Owl. I love this product. I've used it many times now. When I apply my black wax, you're gonna see here, once I change my camera position, because we're gonna apply it to this old antique buffet that I've been working on. So I've already given it a weathered look, a painted weathered look. If you wanna know how I did that weathered look, my previous YouTube video goes all into that. So I'll include that link at the bottom of this video. So if you wanna look that up, go right ahead. So I'm gonna add some black wax to the side of this buffet just to add some more dimension in the corners of my piece and along the edging, okay? Another great way to add some more dimension in your piece is to glaze a piece as well. I'm gonna add a link to my glazing YouTube video, which I did a while back, so you can see the differences. Glazing is more of a liquid that you put on and you wipe it off. This, as you can see, this is wax, it's solid. It's not going anywhere. So it looks like shoe polish. I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to apply it. Don't be intimidated by this. You guys can do this, okay? So come with me as we go wax this piece of furniture. Okay, you guys, I repositioned my camera and I've been joined by my daughter. What's your name?
Madeline.
Madeline. Oh, are you the Madeline in Madeline Jean Antiques?
Yes.
Oh, so you're my boss?
Yes.
How am I doing so far?
Good.
I am?
Yes.
Would you give me a 5-star rating?
Yep.
Nice. I think it's just because I give her fruit snacks that you're saying that.
No.
You really like my work?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. All right, you guys, so we're gonna get into it. Black wax. Okay, so the first thing you need to do, if you're first starting out, I like to stay organized. So I have a little like plastic cubby that I got at the dollar store, and I keep all my waxing materials in here. That way I can find it easily. So with black wax, I always keep separate brushes from my clean. So Madeline, show them, that's my clear wax brush. I strictly use clear wax on that brush. Here's my black wax brush. You can see there, I strictly use black wax. I don't interchange them. It's just easier to clean them that way. Have one brush for your clear wax, have one brush for your black wax, okay? So here's my Wise Owl black wax. Madeline, can you show them my clear wax, what I use? I use Annie Sloan clear wax. That's what I use. Right now, that may change. So that's what I have for that. Now, when I buff my wax off, I also keep separate rags and separate buffers from, go ahead, you can show them. That's just a clear rag that I use for my clear wax. Can you show them my dirty one? Which one's my dirty one?
Oh.
You can tell this is the one I've used to buff the black wax off. Now I also use, can you show them this little doohickey?
Yeah, sure.
I love this little spongy thing. So you can tell the last time I used it, a little bit of black wax on it. This is great on flat surfaces to get a nice sheen out of your waxing. Okay, so when you are going to start black waxing, you don't put the black wax on first, okay? Because that'll really darken your piece and probably change the color of your paint job. You don't want to do that. What you first need to do, you need to apply clear wax first on your piece, buff your clear wax off, then you add the black wax, okay? So I'm gonna do a time-lapse video right now because I haven't put my clear wax on here, and I'm not going to bore you with that process. So what I'm gonna do is put my clear wax on this piece. Now, I never dip my brush into my clear wax. That's a big no-no, people. Common sense, right? You don't wanna take it to your piece of furniture. We could have dust. You can get, your paint color will probably come off a little bit on your brush. You don't wanna be dipping that into your beautiful white clear wax. So what you're gonna do, get yourself a paper plate, a little stick, popsicle sticks. Again, I get all this stuff at the dollar store, you guys. I try to keep my supplies at a very minimum. I'm gonna scoop some of that clear wax off out of the container and I'm gonna put it on the plate. And that's where I will dip my brush in. All right, so we're gonna do a time-lapse video of me applying the clear wax and buffing it off, and then I will show you guys how to apply the dark wax, okay? Time-lapse video, I applied the clear wax, I buffed it, has a really nice sheen to it right now. You probably can't see it on the camera, but I can see it's got a nice sheen to it. So now we're gonna apply the black wax and you're gonna see in real time how this works, okay? So why we put the clear wax first is so that we kind of have a buffer now between our painted piece of furniture and the black wax. It allows us to manipulate and move the black wax easily around on the piece of furniture. Thank you, Missy Pooh. So as you can see, I do just dip my black brush into the wax. And if I have a little bit of extra, I kind of just put it there. Now, this is the scary part. If you're new to applying dark wax, this is gonna freak you out, okay? But it's all good, trust me on this. So where I want my black wax, I really want to age this piece in the corners is where I really want the majority of the wax to go, okay? So I'm really gonna hammer it in there. Does it look like I'm ruining it, Madeline?
Yep.
Yep. And then I'm gonna immediately buff it off. So it's gonna darken those areas and get into the nooks and crannies. And I can already see that it's getting in the wood grain of the wood here in the corner. That's exactly what I wanna have happen. And then I'm buffing it off, okay? Thank you, Vanna White. You don't even know who Vanna White is, do you?
No, I don't.
No, you don't. Oh, Madeline, there's so many things to teach you. It's a game show on TV called Wheel of Fortune, and she turns the letters. And she's always like, ta-da! Kind of like that. It kind of reminds me of what you're doing right now. Vanna White. Okay. You're like, okay, Mom. And if you find you've put too much black wax on, and you're like, oh, I don't like that, take your clear wax, brush out again, put some clear wax on it, and the clear wax will take some of that black wax off. Again, with black wax, you can experiment with your pieces. Meaning like, you can fix easily if you make a mistake. It's not that hard to do. As long as you put that clear wax on first, you've created a barrier that you can move it around easier. So my black wax is almost like creating a shadow effect on these, right here, these two areas, which I'm really, really liking. Hey, baby girl.
Yeah.
You getting bored?
No.
What am I doing to this piece of furniture?
Nobody.
I'm aging it, girlfriend. Aging it.
Nobody.
I'll show you guys some close-up photos when I'm finished of the details, because I'm sure you can't appreciate it from the angle that we're at right now. Thank you, darling. Make sure I get this area all the way down. Again, you can put it more in areas that you want to see more of an aged look or you want it to kind of sit in, waxing is great on pieces of furniture where you have like ornate decorations maybe on the front of it, nooks and crannies like this is what I mean. It can really make your piece pop in the sense of having some added color on top of your paint. As you can see, I work in small sections and I immediately wipe off the black wax. I don't let it sit on there. And I'm using the same rag that I always use for my dark wax. I don't interchange my black wax supplies with my clear ones. All right, how many more do we have to go? We're about right here, you guys. I don't know if you can see some differences from the bottom. Maybe not from the angle that you're at. Does it look like I'm ruining it? And we're gonna go over it. You see how it gets in there? Do you see all the little black specks?
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm gonna keep doing this, you guys. If you have any questions about how to apply black wax, the process, please leave it in the comment section. I try really hard to answer anybody's questions. If anybody leaves me a question regarding a technique that I'm teaching. I just love this. So this is going, the black wax is going over my weathered look. And it just adds another dimension to this aged look that I've already created with my paint. I'm liking this. Thank you. I feel like I'm a doctor, Madeline. Scalpel. Thank you, dear. I have the best helper. Yeah, well, you're my boss. I better do a good job. I don't need you firing me. Okay. Again, you really want to just, when I say hammer it in, cram it in, make sure you get the wax really, you can get a little aggressive with your brush. Really get it in those edges. All right, I don't need any more wax on the brush. I am good. Thank you so much.
I can clean up that a little bit. I need to go wash it.
Yeah, we'll see. Let me just get it in here. Yep. Got a little too much over there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna buff it out.
Oh, it'll dry too, so.
Mm-hmm.
When it dries.
Yep. Okay, you guys, I have one more small section down here at the bottom. I don't think you can see it. Maybe you can now.
Need any more?
I need a bigger workshop. I'm trying to work. There we go. I'm trying to, nope, I think we're good with that. Get it in the corner. You want to buff that off?
Okay.
Go ahead, you do it. Wipe it off. Yep. Good job. There you go. Use those muzzles. Looking good, baby girl. I know you get it kind of on your hands. That's okay. It comes off easily.
I just got like dirt on my hand.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, and then you stand back and you look and you're like, okay, do I need it more in this area? Do I need it less? I really like what I'm seeing right now. What I'm seeing is I have like these light areas here in the center of these areas, and then I have darker around here, almost like shadowing it. It's got a very, very beautiful dimension looking to it. So I'm going to take a photo now of what we've created here with the dark wax. Again, don't be intimidated by this. Once you do it once, you'll feel more comfortable with it. But the first time that you do it, you do feel like you're making an absolute mess of your furniture restoration project. So you guys, until next time, we will see you from Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration. Get your face in there, boss. Say bye.
Bye.
Say like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Where's the button?
Left, off to the left, right?
To the right.
To the right.
To the right, yeah. The subscribe button's off to the lower right-hand corner, and we will see you guys soon. All right, everyone, here is a close-up of the black wax that we just applied. Can you see how it got into the wood grain and along the corners? I really like the effect of black wax. Isn't that beautiful? Just really complements that weathered look that I created. Once again, thank you guys for watching another tutorial by Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration. We'll see you guys soon.